Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Paddle Life TV. I'm your host Joe Millen, and in this episode we take you to tropical Airlie Beach, a stunning destination in the heart of the Whitsundays for the AOCRA NQ Zone Grand Prix Round 2 Regatta. But first, we bring you all the action from the Whitsunday Sailing Club Va'a Moana Hoe, a 20-kilometre ocean marathon, one of the most scenic and challenging races in the country, paddling from Shute Harbour to the Airlie Beach Lagoon.
Tell us what days of the year.
Yeah, we brought our crew up. We've got Ada, our open girl, and Stroke. So, hoping to have a really good race. Looking forward to the downwind leg for sure. Luckily, we've got Lily as a bit of a local girl steering us. So, hopefully, she remembers where all the good places to go are.
Awesome. Well, look forward to seeing you at the water.
Thank you very much.
The open mix crew from Whitsunday with me today, and I'm looking forward to it because it will be a quite fast run when we finally get to the challenge. Funnel Bay, probably you have to dig in to get through, but it should be a good race, and I think the OC1 paddlers are really going to enjoy this today. Oh, I think it's going to be pretty wet, pretty windy, but yeah, we should have have a bit of fun, so that's what it's all about. Sunday's changing on again, so yeah, let's just get out and do it.
Nice low low today for the downwinder section of it, so it'll be fast, it'll be fast. Hopefully we keep it upright, and yeah, Vic can bring us home and back. Yeah, touch.
conditions out there is actually quite rough with the front there. You just try to get out in front, long and strong. Yep. Had a good bunch of boys behind me, great steerer, and yeah, it was a great race.
So we had a pretty good run, come in second, had a good line behind Prix, first unlimited. Yeah, it was pretty good down the passage, heaps of surf, so that made it a bit easier, and then it's always that slow bit can there, pioneer point. But it was good until the Cap Coast mixed crew come up next to us, and that sprint finished. Just to finish it off, nice and hard.
It was fantastic. The beginning was a little bit tough getting into the wind. Around the corner was an amazing downward road, and the swell just continued as we kind of came into the bay here. So very +3, nearly tipped it probably about 8, 13 times, but managed to stay vertical, and it was great fun race.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it was much fun. It's good. Come around the last little leg there, it was nice to fly on the road, so that's nice. Had a bunch of fun.
It was a great race. We loved it, loved the downwind.
So much fun.
It was a bit of a hard hit out into the wind and the swell at the start, but then once we hit the downwind, there was awesome runners, awesome bumps. We were having a great tussle against the Mission Beach boys over here, toing and froing. But then when we hit the headwind again, coming back in, we just took off. We couldn't hold it with that, but it was a fantastic race. 2 trilogy through Funnel Bay, we did not have to wait with another. But yeah, we're happy. Yeah!
It was absolutely fantastic. Starting with the men, racing off at 100 miles an hour and, trying to get into a good position, and then getting out in the channel and trying to find that right water. So it was unreal. We just missed second place overall with a mixed crew. We were absolutely excelled, but fantastic.
Yeah, it was great conditions out there today. I think we had 20 knots of wind. We took off, punched into the wind, turned. Well, we got a little bit lost around boats and islands and whatnot. But we were up there with the leaders for a bit, and then turned to surf. And Coral Sea just pulled away from us, and Shute Harbour. And then the mixed crew of Cap Coast pulled up beside us, and we had a good little race with them. And they coming back across with the side when they just flew past us, like we were standing still. The other crew with Amy, she's our youngest member.
Amy.
She helped out with the steering, like across Shute Harbour there with the strong winds. Well done, Amy. And we had a great race. Everyone had a ball.
That was a lot of fun. That's my new favourite race I won.
Yeah, I reckon you're going to struggle to get me into 6 again in that event. That was so much fun.
There were lots of runners.
Yeah, really was great.
Oh my gosh, the race was so exhilarating. And as a steerer, it was really challenging. I had to work my butt off everyone, but in good faith with my fellow paddlers, and we just loved it. The dimensions of the waves and the wind and the swell and the rain. Awesome Arctic feeling.
Just cut down the 4K races to 500 metre sprints, which is kind of good, so you know, paddle style, because the visibility is real bad and the wind kind of drops off, which is good as well. So yeah, it's going real good now.
Definitely makes it nice for a sprint. Got OC1's coming in now. It's all right in here, but yeah, they've had to cut it out. It's a shame. But operations crew's done a great job today. Managing, keeping everyone updated. But yeah, it's been a great day so far.
Next up, we check out all the action from day 2 at Airlie Beach. And it's time now to switch gears for the AOCRA NQ Zone's Round 2 Regatta. Today features a full schedule of OC6 short course, sprint and OC1, OC2 racing, showcasing a huge mix of divisions and some seriously competitive paddling.
Good morning everyone, Daryl here, NQ Zone President. We're here on the beautiful Whitsundays on the beach. Currently some canoe racing out there at the moment. It's day 2 of round 2 for NQ Zone racing in North Queensland this year. Yesterday everyone had a really epic race from Shute Harbour down to the Whitsundays. Big winds, downhill race, everyone had a ball. Really challenging conditions yesterday, was rainy. The battle across the bay here was quite intense with the wind, tested everyone's skills out. Yesterday we also had a lot of racing on the beach with the juniors. Unfortunately it rained all the way through, so that got quite cold in the end and quite hard on the officials to run, but everyone got through that really well and the juniors had a great time. So we're here today, totally different conditions, nice sunny, beautiful weather in the Whitsundays for day 2. So we've got the short course marathons out there at the moment. Everyone's out there right now as we speak doing battle, back in the winds and the tough conditions out there. When they come back in, we've got some sprint racing in close to the beach here for the rest of the day, which is going to be exciting, keep everyone on their toes. There's going to be some really competitive racing throughout the day. So yeah, we're looking forward to it, and we couldn't ask for better weather today. So it's really good to be back here and to see so many people here competing in our events this time. Really good to see.
Hi everyone, we're the Coconuts. We paddled in the club 12K short distance marathon, and I think we did really well. Half of the race was really hard with the crosswind, with the wind on our armor, but we did manage to push through, even though we started a little bit late on the start line. But then, yeah, it was really fun up there. Hard, but then I think the boys are looking forward to the nationals as well, and it was really a good push, and yeah, good preparation for us towards the nationals. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're here with the Coral Sea crew. Just finished the marathon. How long was that?
Okay, too long.
12 kilometres out to Pioneer Rocks and back. How was that? Steering? Was it pretty hard?
It was very challenging, yeah. Had the wind and the chop and the current to compete against, and but to the guys' credit, they did a really good job.
Awesome. Pretty tough conditions when you're coming back through Funnel Bay there. I was on the jet ski, but I was seeing the tops of the chop actually blowing off. It was pretty incredible wind out there. Was that section there probably the hardest?
That was definitely the hardest, yeah. We had a little bit of air time with the armour from here and there, and yeah, that chop and the little bumps got us up and on the edges of our seats, so to speak, yeah.
Awesome. Well, well done, crew. You did an amazing job, and we'll talk to you soon.
We are Mooloolaba Outriggers, and we just did the 12K 6-man race to the rocks out there. We had a great race, very rough, very hard, very choppy, but so much fun. And we saw a Juga. That was the most exciting bit. Happy days here, great race from North Queensland.
All right, team, we're here with the Coral Sea Master Women's crew. Leanne, steering that race would have been really difficult. How'd you go?
Oh, look, it was really difficult. I just had to trust my gut and just go for it. I had Angie helping me. Oh, look, it was a little tricky, but I got the girls to I called them up and they gave me the power and I got it round okay.
Awesome. Well, awesome work, team. Well done. Hey team, I'm here with the Townsville crew. Just finished the 12-kilometre race, and I must say, team, you look pretty fresh after that. And I heard that this is a novice crew. Is that correct, Angie?
Yeah, absolutely, a mixed novice crew. Most of these is the first time racing at all, and none of them have raced in anything like this.
Yeah, I must say the conditions out there were really tough today and challenging, so please don't get put off by that. But hey, you made it back in one piece, so that's one good thing. What was the highlight of that race?
Us coming in and you telling us how fresh we are.
Said they want to see my house. I guess I said okay. It's a drag. It's a drag. No, it's a blast. It's a blast. They want to know my name. Why you want to know my name? They're asking me again. Why y'all asking for a friend? What's your second name? It's a drag. It's a drag. No, it's a blast. It's a blast.
My name is Max. My name is Jeffrey, with the Coconuts in Inningswell. Yep. We just did the Open Men's OC2, 4-kilometre course. The wind's pretty strong out there. It was quite choppy. Lucky not to tip it. We almost did a couple times down it. We did. We were very close to tipping it a couple of times, but some of the boys from the Coconuts, I think they've tipped it there a couple of times. In time, but he's paddled with me. Yep. And it's probably the roughest he's ever paddled with. So yeah, he held it together, so I was pretty proud of him. Yeah, no, it was a great time out there. Definitely was hard, but it was good. Yeah, it was lots of fun. Awesome.
Ask them if they're clean. Wash your dirty mouth.
Yeah, that was really awesome. Really enjoyed it. We took a pretty good line, which I'm happy with. Yeah, we got upwind of the rest of the pack, which is kind of what I aim to do most of the time. Got a couple of little runners along the back section and it's sort of punched back into it. These guys did really well. They were sitting behind us the whole way, like, Pussy, I saw it. Freak out, dearing, you're getting close. But yeah, it was a race, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so Tui and I have just finished the OC2. This is our last race for the weekend. We had an amazing downwind yesterday. We had an awesome 12K this morning with our team, and then we had the OC1 race, and we've just finished up with the OC2. So same 4K course as the OC1. So we punched out for a couple of K into the wind, then we turned and we crossed into the wind, had the surf and the waves and the wind on our armour popping up nicely, and then we turned the last leg into the wind again. So yeah, it was fast and furious. We were hard and fast off the line. We're lucky to get out first, and we held that the whole way to come through the line honours. So yeah, it was awesome. It was tough, but awesome fun. Stoked.
On day 2 of Whitsundays Regatta. It's been a pretty full day. Started with the 12K this morning. Challenging conditions for every race. We loved our 12K race this morning. We did have some good runners, but there's also some challenges pushing into the headwind. So the Savi, we've just been jumping into our short courses, our 4K small craft, OC2, OC1, and yeah, tough. Really one there, tough. Every leg was a challenge, so wind gusts from side, front, all directions. Never behind. Never behind. Not much assistance, but you know, we did it. That's what racing is, and we have enjoyed it all. Yes, it's been fun. And thanks Whitsundays for a great weekend.
So we're here with the Airlie team for the beginning of the sprints. Very excited, beautiful place, balls out racing, tricky conditions, but we think we've got it. So good luck to everybody, we're going to enjoy it.
Mission Beach, ready for the 500.
To all the girls I've loved before, and all the other paddlers that have come to see us kick ass today, welcome everybody to the OC6 500 metre sprint. Three over 80-year-old paddlers in this crew. Now I know I did hear yesterday that there was a combined age that was getting thrown around. Do we actually decide what the combined age was, Graham?
461.
461 years of wisdom in our crew. Well done, team.
Well, that brings us to the end of another episode of Paddle Life TV. A huge thank you to AOCRA NQ Zone, our incredible event host, Outrigger Whitsunday, and to all the paddlers, volunteers and supporters who made this weekend one to remember. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really helps us to continue sharing the stories and the amazing paddling from our community. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Paddle Life TV.